Yes, you read that right. This isn't a clickbait headline, it's actually happening. There are places in the world where, if you decide to pack up and move, not only will they welcome you, they'll pay you. That's right. You could move abroad and end up with more money in your account than you had before. If you're flat broke, drowning in bills, or just dreaming of a slower, sunnier, more meaningful life, this might be the escape route you've been looking for. A few months ago, I was sitting at my kitchen table, bills in one hand, my laptop in the other. Rent had just gone up. Again. Groceries were insane. My freelance income was decent, but the cost of simply existing in the U.S. felt like a slow, daily squeeze. Then, during a late-night scroll through Reddit, I came across something that almost felt like a joke. It was a headline that read, "Italy is paying people to move to its abandoned villages." My first reaction? That can't be real, but it is. And not just Italy. In 2025, more countries than ever are offering money, tax breaks, or housing incentives to people, especially remote workers, to move to underpopulated towns and regions. So I started researching, and what I found was a window into a whole different kind of life. One where I could work remotely, live in a beautiful place, and, instead of struggling to make ends meet, actually be paid to live slower, better, and cheaper. Here are a few of the most surprising places I discovered. Number 1. Sardinia, Italy. In an effort to combat rural depopulation, the Italian island of Sardinia launched a program that offers people up to $15,000, around $16,000, to move to one of its small towns. The only catch? You have to commit to living there full-time and use the money to renovate a home. The homes are usually old, but charming, and cost surprisingly little. Think $20,000 to $30,000 for a 2-story stone house. The program is ideal for remote workers, creatives, or even retirees who want to live surrounded by Mediterranean beauty, with low living costs and warm locals. Imagine sipping espresso on your balcony overlooking olive groves and getting paid to do it. Number 2. Calabria, Italy. The southern region of Calabria has taken the idea a step further. Some towns with fewer than 2,000 inhabitants are offering relocators financial support ranging from $700 to $1,000 per month for up to 3 years, which translates to nearly $28,000 in total. This is a game changer for those looking to start a business or work remotely in an environment that is authentic and rich in culture. What makes Calabria so appealing is its authenticity. The sleepy coastal villages, rustic markets, fresh pasta, and lack of mass tourism create a unique and enchanting atmosphere. If you've ever dreamed of experiencing the real Italy, this is the place for you. The visa process is surprisingly manageable, especially for EU citizens. However, Americans also have options. They can apply as long-term residents or through the self-employed visa in Italy. Calabria is thus transforming into a destination not only for natural and cultural beauty, but also for professional opportunities, attracting people from all over the world in search of a new life in this fascinating corner of Italy. Number 3. Sicily, Italy. You've probably heard about the famous one hometowns in Sicily. Yes, they're real. Towns like Sambuca, Musomelli, and Troina are auctioning off abandoned homes for symbolic prices. And while these houses need repairs, some regions also offer renovation grants ranging from $5,000 to $25,000. These homes can be turned into vacation rentals, cafes, art studios, or just peaceful homes for people wanting a radically different pace of life. The towns are safe, scenic, and have basic infrastructure like hospitals, markets, and, surprisingly, good Wi-Fi. I spoke with a couple from Colorado who bought a $1 house, invested about $25,000 in renovations, and now live in a beautifully restored stone cottage, with no mortgage, no rush hour, and olive oil straight from the farm next door. Number 4. Spain. Spain, like Italy, is facing a rural exodus. Villages in regions like Asturias, Galicia, and Castilla-La Mancha are trying to reverse this trend by offering incentives to newcomers. Programs vary by region, but some include grants ranging from 3,000 to 10,000 euros for remote workers, artists, or entrepreneurs who relocate. Others offer free rent for a year or subsidized housing. The upside? Northern Spain is stunning, with verdant mountains, fresh seafood, little tourism, and a cost of living well below that of Barcelona or Madrid. You could live comfortably on $1,100 a month or less. By 2025, there will be a growing wave of remote workers eschewing big cities and heading toward the serene and affordable Spanish countryside, where they can enjoy a more relaxed, nature-connected lifestyle away from the urban bustle. The combination of economic incentives, natural beauty, and quality of life can be very attractive to those seeking a change in their work and personal environment. Number 5. Portugal. Portugal doesn't pay cash up front like some of the Italian towns, but what it does offer is perhaps even more attractive: a 10-year tax break for foreign residents, plus a number of programs encouraging relocation to small villages. Through programs like Aldeias Históricas and Schist villages, Portugal is restoring ancient towns and offering incentives to residents who move there. Some even provide free land or low-rent housing to people willing to invest time and energy into the community. Lisbon and Porto are amazing, yes, but inland Portugal? That's where the magic still lives. Wine valleys, medieval towns, and sunshine most of the year, all for a fraction of big city costs. One Canadian web developer I interviewed said he pays $450 a month for a cottage near Coimbra with fiber internet and lives better than he ever did in Toronto. So, what's the catch? Of course, none of these programs are entirely free money. Most come with requirements. You may have to commit to staying a few years, renovate a property, or contribute economically in some way. Language barriers, slow bureaucracy, and rural culture shock are also real. But for the right person, someone looking for simplicity, slower living, and a chance to rebuild, they offer something priceless: a fresh start. Would you do it? As for me, I'm still considering my options, but the idea that I could leave behind sky-high rent, credit card bills, and stress, and instead move somewhere quiet, beautiful, and welcoming, where the cost of living is half and the quality of life is double? Yeah, it's tempting. Very tempting. Would you do it? If one of these countries offered to pay you to move, would you go? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out my next video on the best cities for remote work in 2025, because once you land that remote job, the world is yours.